Keurig B40. You brew a coffee and the water just keeps dripping a bit. Since we moved the machine a couple times, it's fixed itself. But I'm sure it's the check valve that got too much scale in it. Now I did descale it with vinegar and water. I let it run through for about 5 different times. And this float is working. And down here, this is working also. There's a little valve in there to let the water into the machine. So I'm going to take and we'll look at that check valve. Now there's 2 little screws, Phillips, up in here. As you push the top back to release it, and then you can lift it out. See, there's little catches right there, and they catch on these 2 little hooks here. And there's the check valve, and you can just squeeze it a little bit, and if there's any thing in there clogged, it should work its way out. You see how that float has now gone to the top. If it's stuck, you just take the black cover off and then you clean this little float to make it float up and down. If it's not pushing out any water. And see if I can get this little valve. You just push on it a bit and see it releases water. So that's definitely working. You can just do it with your finger. See? It's actually working. Okay, well. Set it up. Okay, I'll turn it on. Now I've got a little different adapter here. I've got one that you can put your own coffee in, so see, I've got one of these. I'm gonna stick it in there. Okay, it's ready to roll here. Got a light flashing. And it's better without the light way on there. See how nicely it's flowing through, and then when it stops, it seals back up again, so it doesn't let the hot water go back into the tank. What I want to do now is I want to disconnect those 2 lines and empty out the heater. So this line here, obviously got to cut the zip tie off, and this line here you just pull off. And then I'm going to turn it upside down in the sink and see if there's any scale in the heater part. And I have another one to put back. And this first one, you can just pull it off. Like that. I brought the camera down lower. I just got a screwdriver. See if I can pull it back a bit here. I just don't want to damage the hose at all. I got the hose out. Now I gotta flip the machine upside down in the sink. I can still feel it's a little bit hot, but the machine's been off for a while now, half hour. I'm going to connect it. Have to check with the light. Yeah, it's in there. So I'll put a tie strap on it. I'll just push on the other one and connect it up. That one's a little bit simpler. Got the reservoir full. I'm going to plug it in. Turn it on. There'll be a lot of pumping there to get that water back in the kettle part. See, the water is actually going down, down, down. And get an idea just how much water is in that kettle. It took a couple minutes for that heater. That fitted just right there to snap in and lock in, and then pull it this way. Oh. A little bit of fiddling. Which way does this go? It goes up. Okay, I got it locked in at the back. If you pull it a bit, you know it's locked in. And then I'll put the two screws back in for a regular cup of coffee. Now, That's regular. I got the middle one. I'm sure that's going to be this size. I'll keep an eye on it though. Oh, yeah. Look at that.